For a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. First up we have the Machine. From the United States of America. The Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson. One of the most important athletes in the history of sports. Has there ever been a more influential character in all of the sweet science?
It'll be ding-ding from birth, bow, they're off.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with red trim, the Machine. Fighting out of the blue corner from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion. Please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Can you imagine being the fighter? Sometimes you think under the lights is hot, but when you've got the sunlight, it's a lot to take in.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. And that's the opening bell, round one. And he misses with that jab. Do you believe this? How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Let's see if they go to the body. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice exchange here from both men. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he gonna do to get out of this trouble? As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right hook is scoring. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Nice defense on that hook. That hook is parried away. He blocks the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You don't lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that, kid.
Great round, great round. Now relax.
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Green Days now needs to steady.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They block the uppercut. The only fear you have with this, did you see that? Can you believe this? The legend himself, Jack Johnson, is about to go. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
Set him up and take him.
Here we go to the fourth round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And Machine goes down. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
He parries that left jab away. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think.
Back together.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Hey, Jack, I don't believe it. Jack Johnson is down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Beautiful counter shot. Does well to block that left jab. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Hold it right there. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot.
Let's start the 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Beautiful counter shot. second, Johnny. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. He somehow weathered the storm.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the...
That jab's working nicely.
There's the bell to start round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? What a stunner. Jack Johnson goes to the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. To me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Can you believe this? The leg, and down goes Jack Johnson. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You continue.
Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
And we enter the 8th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back for...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Jack Johnson finally succumbs to the punches. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You still want to fight?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can't score with that hook again. That right hook's blocked. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break.
There's the bell to start round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Punch, counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax.
And down goes Jack Johnson. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.